Well, first of all, welcome back to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's your host, Heaven and Peezy. Peezy and Heaven.
Peezy Radio.
Heaven and Peezy Radio.
Today we bringing you guys a life update. It's been a long time coming. We've been meaning to film this video for a little bit, but we here now, okay? Before we get to the life update, we got a little to-do list today. We gotta fly to San Jose, and apparently the plane is like really small. It's like one of them planes that you can see the pilot from the back. Type. It's a small plane. But the turbulence, I heard.
It's cool though. It's only gonna be like 30 minutes.
Yeah, like 30, 40 minutes.
30 minutes of meditation. We also gotta turn the bikes in.
Yeah, we got a few things that we need to do.
Yeah, okay, so wait, I think I got the checklist in my head.
Okay, run it to me.
We gotta pack. I actually gotta make a couple outfits.
Gotta pack. We're packing.
I'm gonna eat these mangoes. Peel the skin off so I can go ham on this.
She gonna fuck that mango up.
Check the post office.
Check the post office.
Just check the P.O. box. We ain't got no package.
Then return the bikes.
Then return the bikes. Turning in our bikes. Hey. Then go to the airport. This road. This road. To get to San Jose.
Okay, we landed. We off the plane. And we finna go get some food now to check into the next Airbnb.
Check into the next B&B.
And this motherfucker kinda nice.
Ooh, this is nice.
I ain't gonna lie.
And then we could film.
And then we could do the life update.
So I made this bikini a couple months ago. I'm remaking the bottoms because I don't like how they came out. I have 3 crochet bikinis. My friend actually made one of them for me, and then the dark and the purple one I made myself, 2 top, but I made it a little too big, so I'm actually going to turn it into a skirt with like a lace side.
I'll be wearing underwear for real.
I don't wear underwear at all.
Get nasty.
So the lady that did my hair, she gave me grapefruit from a tree. This one's more like yellowish, clearish, I don't know. She also gave me this giant mango. I just peeled the skin off so I could go ham on this. I had some tea earlier, and then I wanted to have a little bit of fruit. Make it to the helicopter.
I can't come in the camera because I'm naked.
Freaky ass little dude.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Wow. Come here. Same time.
Oh.
Let's get freaky with it.
I had to give it a kiss.
My toes tapping.
Can I do one more bottle?
Ooh, yes. I need to eat this mango naked. And I need some privacy.
So you feeling?
Yeah, singing about his dick getting hard while they dancing together.
That's what you were singing about?
That's a song.
I ain't never heard it before. I don't listen to music like that, so I don't know.
I be listening to music, I just don't be knowing lyrics to songs. Yeah, so we at the post office. Just check the P.O. box. We ain't got no package. And we can't track it because they was trying to charge us $60 for a tracking number.
Huh?
And I thought that was absurd. So I don't know where my package at.
Still on the way.
Still on the way. I don't know where. It's on CP time. Turning in our bikes.
Hey.
Buenas.
We are turning in our bike. Thank you. That's all?
Yes, that's all.
Okay, thank you.
About to give me a little coconut. Una pipa?
Una pipa.
2.
Oh, 2 pipas?
Dos. That's all I got. Just brought my skins. What time is it?
Skin o'clock.
And we stopped at the store because I wanted some chips, but they ain't had the kind of chips I wanted. So we got a pastry, and this motherfucker so soft.
What is it again?
This is a cinnamon roll. I said a pastry. I guess so. This is a cinnamon roll though.
It's a cinnamon roll.
Mm-hmm. They don't have no icing on it. It's like brown sugar.
Right. I got banana bread.
But banana bread? I fucking worked out! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
with chocolate.
Oh my god, that cinnamon roll was delicious.
Life's great.
Life's
Pussy's
great.
still good.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting cake. Wishing that a bitch would.
Yeah. We get ready to go to the airport. That's all. To get what or you.
Right, I was gonna say, I'm stuffing my face right now. I got nothing to say. Got the road trip snack. This road, this road.
We just made it to the airport. And I mean, it's small. We don't really know what to do.
Yeah, ain't no.
It's
Quiet here. I think we're the only passengers.
Yeah, we the only passengers in here. Ain't no TSA. It's a small airport. Remember that? We get on like a small passenger plane. So I guess we'll see in the future.
Let's go thug it.
I was in the car. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna have like a little restaurant or something here. But I remembered that it was just like a building that looked like a house. And we in a building that looks like a house. We about to get on that plane. I kind of want to go out there, but I don't want to get a ticket or a fine or whatever that shit called. Do we just wait? Oh, okay. I'm at the pharmacy, nigga.
Yo, we sitting right behind a pilot. We looking at the dashboard.
Yeah, we can see the dashboard in it, huh? That's kind of crazy.
I ain't never been like this before. 30 minutes not bad.
Yeah, 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, you can take a nap.
I can take a 30-minute nap.
Yeah, and the seats on this bitch not that bad either.
Oh, no.
Okay, we landed. We off the plane. And we finna go get some food now. Where you at?
I'm right here.
Okay.
Y'all, that was
a bumpy ride.
I don't even know what. Well, I do know why. The last time I was on a plane that small, I had to jump out that motherfucker. And this time we ain't had no parachute.
We just making it to the B&B. And this motherfucker kind of nice.
This is nice.
I ain't gonna lie. This the living room.
They got the fall colors.
We in the kitchen right here. There are 2 balconies in this bitch. This the room. I ain't gonna lie, this bitch kind of big.
Now we about to get some food.
Yeah, now we about to order some Uber Eats and then we about to chill for the rest of the night. I'm about to fuck this up. That's how you open that box.
It's the next day in San Jose.
It's time for us to do the life update video. We got some really good questions, but we dropped it down to about 15 questions.
We had a really good healing conversation with a friend and we was on divine timing. We fly out tomorrow to Curacao.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited
Oh shit. Here we go again.
about that. We not saying excited 10 times again today, but yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, let's get into it. And the first one says,
Have y'all ever debated moving out of the country?
I will say, since traveling abroad, this has opened my eyes up to so much possibility and so many new things. So I will say, yeah, to me, I could honestly say I can move out the country any day. I mean, since I'm already out the country, you can kind of say I moved out, but until we move out the country, literally, I'm gonna just say, yeah, it is up for debate. Like, well, it's not up for debate. To me, it's a complete yes. I would do it.
It's one of those things, you know, whenever you like visit a new place and you're like, I could live here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of them. It's absolutely one of them. It's been so fun. I mean, the culture, the people. I mean, of course, you know, you can meet people in the States from all over the world, but being in another country, being surrounded by people you don't know, who don't sound like you, who don't speak the same language that you speak, it's so interesting. Like when we had dinner, with our host, and the host is from, one of them is from Spain and one is from Sicily. But they had people there from Argentina, they had people there from Russia, they had some Caribbean people there. We were the Americans that were there, the Canadians, like, and then just sitting at the table and just having this dialogue, and not everybody speaking the same language. And the guy from Sicily going between Spanish and what is it?
Italian.
Yeah, going between Spanish and Italian, and the people being able to understand him. It's like, it's so funny. It's so interesting.
Hey, because I got to tell them. So we've been staying with our host. It's about to be 2 months. We're going on 2 months staying with our host. This whole time, I thought they both were from Spain. I'm fluent enough to have, like, just like basic conversational Spanish. And I always wondered, like, the whole 2 months that we've been here, why is it that every time I talk to him, I can't understand what this man's saying? Like, I could pick out words, but like some of the things he's saying just don't make sense. Or like, and at first I thought it was because my Spanish speaking skills are still, like real, like very beginner. But then I was like, nah, when I talk to his wife, like, I understand everything that she's saying. And whenever I respond back, she knows what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But when I talk to him, he got to pull out the translate.
Whole time
He's
speaking Italian.
This man be mixing up Italian and English, Italian and Spanish together. Mind you, none of them, they don't speak English. So we have to talk to them in Spanish or use the translator apps. Whenever he's speaking Spanish, he's mixing up Italian and Spanish. And y'all want to, because when I told my sister that, she was like, nah, there had to have been signs. First sign is that when he hosts dinner with us,
He always makes pizza. That's an Italian thing. He said at the dinner, he said, I always make pizza. You couldn't tell. That's what he said.
I thought he was just a guy from Spain that loves Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention, he used to have an Italian restaurant. Not Italian restaurant. He used to have a pizza restaurant.
I didn't know it was a pizza restaurant.
And then, of course, his name. I'm not gonna, say his name, but he has a very Italian name.
Yeah.
I've never had to debate moving out of the country. I absolutely would do it. Traveling has definitely pushed me more on more towards wanting to do it. Coming from, an immigrant family, like my family left their home country to move to another country and, build a life and have a family. So I'm definitely not against, trying that for myself and seeing how it works for me. I believe that the world is too big to just be, sedentary in one spot. I don't believe that I have to stay in my hometown for the rest of my life. Humans are no different from animals who migrate constantly. Animals don't stay in the same places. They're always moving, they're always rebuilding a home, and they're always fostering new connections with their kind. And as, more advanced or developed as humans may be, we're still animals. So yeah, I believe in moving around.
Question 2 says, how do you feel about poly and swingers lifestyle? Coming from people who were once a part of the community who attempted this, I think that they live an extraordinary lifestyle. I think that there are some amazing people there. I just think they're cool. I don't think anything negative towards them. I think that everybody do what they want to do, whether that is being part of the poly or swinger lifestyle, or if you're monogamous and you just do the thing that you want to do. I feel like it's just another lifestyle.
I think that shit lit. Okay, we've been up in them clubs a few times, and we had a ball. Now, as far as, the people go, I think that it takes a certain level of acceptance and detachment to be able to stomach being in that space, especially with a partner that you're committed to. You have to let go of, this attachment to your partner and full on accept that you literally do not own this person or their body and what they do with it. And I have a deep respect for people who can do that. And that's kind of how our relationship has been so free, because when we started, we were picking up on those principles, not owning each other and not trying to be so controlling and attached to each other, and just allowing us to have the free space to just exist. As far as indulging in the lifestyle, I would still go to those spaces. I'm not in a place where it aligns with me right now, but still being in those spaces
Absolutely.
Like she said, it's definitely a respectable place, and you definitely have to have complete confidence and trust in yourself and your partner. So when we went to that space, we wasn't indulging in like the play activities, but just learning road, communicating and talking to people that are there. Like you meet some really interesting people in those spaces, and you might meet somebody who can change your life in those spaces.
You'll see some people that you will never guess
Mm-hmm.
in there, and that's why I fuck with it so hard, because all the experiences that I've had in the lifestyle community was so judge free. You know, nobody's really projecting and trying to like characterize you based on how they feel or what they see. It's very accepting. And you know, those places require boundaries, and they require a mindset to respect said boundaries within your relationship, but also, you know, with the other people that you're sharing the space with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't wait till we go to the swinger cruises,
Yeah, to the cruises,
the
to the
islands.
islands.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we in there.
Yeah, it's you definitely got to know yourself. I think that's the other part of it. The people who are in those spaces, they know who they are, and that's why they're so like free and judgment free, because they know themselves, they know their partners, they set their boundaries. You know, they don't have to question whether their partner is going to respect the boundaries or not. You know, it's a trust thing, and it's a deep respect for those people in those spaces. Read the next question.
Okay. What do you appreciate most to date? I'll go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I have a lot of things to be grateful for. I have a lot to show gratitude for, but I would say in this exact moment, I most appreciate my chosen family and the community that I've been able to cultivate over the years. Like I said, you know, this video was kind of prolonged today because, not prolonged. Is that the word I'm looking for? This video took a little longer than it needed to to film today because I had a phone call with my community, and I just needed a little uplifting and reassurance, and it took all the time that we needed for me to receive the information, but for them to just pour into me. These people in my life, especially my partner, have played a huge role in my journey and me getting to where I am right now. Like I've mentioned in the first Q&A that I've had a very, very rough mental health history. While I was able to get myself help and pull myself out of that, I definitely wouldn't have been this far and this strong and capable without the community that I have today. And I'm so grateful for them, even for y'all. You know, I wouldn't be in this position to sit on the couch crocheting and answering questions to the masses if it wasn't for y'all.
What I'm most grateful for today is her. It's definitely heaven, like, because of everything that came from us just coming together. Because we made each other, we were able to build this community. Because we made each other, we were able to figure out different lifestyles. She's played a major part in my life, as I'm sure I played a major part in her life. And I'm just like forever grateful for that. I mean, for the community that we built together, and just for the life that we built together. Like, I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. I couldn't ask for anything better than this. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so grateful for this.
You love you.
You know I do. You know I do. That's my baby, y'all. I
Ooh,
swear.
say it again.
That's
Say
my
it again.
baby.
Say it again.
So sweet.
My toes tapping.
Question number 4 is, what are some of your go-to self-care practices? I mean, there's a lot. I mean, for me especially, I like to work out. I feel like working out stimulates the body. I like to read. That stimulates the mind. I like to meditate. That stimulates the soul. I mean, that's the holy trinity right there. But also on top of all of those things, journaling, shadow work, and working on my shadows. And also I like a good ginger and beet tea. That's my shit for sure.
The fire element.
Right. What else? I like to drink a lot of water. I mean, I just like to do things that just make me feel good, to be honest. Do things that particularly pertain to certain body parts. That's why I said like ginger and beet. I like to take care of my blood flow. I like to make sure I have a healthy gut. I mean, our diet plays a part in our self care, so we primarily plant based. eat a lot of fibrous foods, fruits and vegetables. Like the creation over consumption part for me is a good part of self-care because I'm not overstimulating myself. I'm not constantly in the mood of I need to be stimulated when I'm creating a stimulus, when I'm creating a thing that's catching my attention. So attention is a big part of self care. So wherever my attention is at, whether that looks good.
Whew, this motherfucker tight.
It do look tight.
You can keep going.
I was just looking.
You're funny.
Uh,
So my go-to self-care practice is still developing. I'm figuring out the things that, I want to do to make it a consistent ritual for myself. Up until recently, that consisted of me pole dancing and going to the studio to move my body, or just dancing in the living room, just to move my body and tap into that like erotic energy. It also included me going to yoga classes, my chiropractor, getting massages, baseline things. But lately I've been picking up on, what I can do while I'm still on the go. Recently, my self-care practices have consisted of one, crocheting, because I have a really fun time making pieces that are unique to only me. And it feels good to just lay my hands on the clothes that I'm going to wear on my body, if that makes sense. Another thing that I've been finding myself doing a lot is grounding in nature. Well, that's always been something big for me. I've always been a big nature girl, but since we've been traveling around, being by the water has been a huge part of my weekly routines. I need to sit by the water. I need to sit outside and just listen to the trees and meditate on how I'm feeling. Deepening my spiritual practices, sitting by my altar. Right now, I don't really have an altar, but just having one on the go so that I can sit with my spiritual team and collect these downloads and get this guidance that I need to make the next step on my journey. I love doing my hair. I have a lot of it. It's time consuming. It gets frustrating. But for me, doing my hair is a ritual. Just like putting the love from my hands and into my crown. It feels so intimate to me and it's so healing. Even stepping out of my comfort zone to allow someone else to service me and do my hair has been its own journey in itself, but nonetheless, it is self-care. How have your personal lives been during this trip?
For those who don't know, we have been on our anniversary trip this whole time. That's the trip. I think it's been 84 days. I think today is day 84. We've been traveling abroad for 84 days. So how have our personal lives been during this trip? It's been immaculate because, we kind of explained it earlier, like just being immersed in the culture, being immersed in nature, being by the beach, you know what I'm saying? Having fruit that have seeds in it, eating really good food.
Nice.
Tasting like the traditional dishes that come from the space that we're in, and meeting the people in the space that we're in. But it's also been challenging because I have to find out who I am while I'm here. I'm not the same person that I was when I was in the States.
Right.
I have to show up here completely different. At the same time, I have to let go of just American ways while I'm here. I had to get used to, instead of flushing toilet paper, throwing it in the trash.
Right.
I had to get used to living with no AC.
The power going out any minute.
The power can go out at any minute. It's hot as Satan's toenails. Like it's different. And those are just like physical challenges. Those aren't even the mental challenges. Like it does take a whole lot of mental fortitude, especially when I feel like you're on a journey, a spiritual journey, or some kind of awakening. Because the person that I am here, he doesn't respond the same way he responded in the States. I don't have to walk around looking over my shoulder, being afraid that something's going to happen to me, especially like just from my personal background, right? I have to know myself to know how I'm going to respond to people. I have to know myself in order to be open to communication.
Mm-hmm.
I even have to know myself to have the discernment on the type of people that I want to communicate with. Our relationship is even different. The way we have to show up for each other here is even different.
It's not going to be the same as it was in the States.
There aren't flower shops around the corner that I can just go buy flowers for to give it to her. There aren't many fine dining restaurants that we can just be like, okay, let's go eat.
Our go-to favorite date ideas and places, we don't have that here like we did in Houston. So we got to get creative.
We got to get really creative. Exploring who I am here is definitely fun because now I have to show creatively. Now I have to really think about the thing that I want to do in order for me to do it. I had to get used to the fact that everybody speaks to me.
Yeah.
At first, I thought that was a little weird. It was definitely an adjustment period.
I've been finding myself. At first, I said that I felt lost, but they helped me reframe my thinking into accepting that I am finding myself. And it is very confusing and a little frustrating because by us moving around, we're not in a stable home right now. We're just bouncing around. So I have to pick up on routines and just day-to-day things that keeps me grounded in here. And also I have to do the work in finding out who I am going to become on this trip. Once you change your environment, you change. You are forced to grow. This is just another season of death and rebirth for both of us, but for speaker, for me, just shedding a lot of survival instincts that I had from back home. Like he said, unlearning a lot of things, putting myself out there so that I could get in alignment with the new people that are going to help me along this journey and the new experiences that I'm going to have that's going to catalyze my divine growth. Just really serving myself on a platter to the world. One big thing for me this entire trip has been to surrender. Surrender has been a big theme for me because for so much of my life, I've had to hold on to control, or I've had to be in control for things to just work out and align for me. And now I'm in a position where, I'm out in an unfamiliar place. I'm in the unknown and I have no choice but to surrender and allow the universe to work in my favor because I know I'm eternally blessed. But just leaning in on those blessings.
I really like how you said you got to serve yourself on a platter to the world. That was sexy.
Fine dining.
The next question is, what keeps your relationship strong? And I think this one is really simple, and we kind of answer this one very often. Communication is definitely the key. I don't think there's anything else past that. Honestly, if you can't communicate, then what are we doing?
What the fuck is we doing?
If I can't sit here and we can't have a conversation without you getting loud, without you trying to defend yourself, without you not even trying to hear my perspective, then what are we talking about for real?
We're not talking.
We're not. We're just yelling at each other, not communicating.
Need to have a safe space to both be vulnerable and expressive in our own right, because that lays the groundwork for us to put all of our thoughts and feelings out there so that we can create and mold our relationship based on what's going on internally. Another thing that I was going to add to that is just finding ways to make each other's lives easier. Like, how can I make him feel good? How can I create a moment that is so ecstatic for him that I can also enjoy? There's nothing wrong with a little positive manipulation. I know I want a happy partner and I want him to engage in a romantic experience with me. I'm going to create that by taking a surprise trip for him, a surprise getaway with him, and painting this beautiful scene for us to have this moment together, because I know he'll enjoy these elements. So I'm going to incorporate that, and I know I'm going to enjoy his response to it in the way that we'll both feel good from it, I
have another answer, and this goes into the next question. And it's just developing a relationship with a higher power. Separately, but together. Because I can only find a God in me, and she can only find a God in her. And then we can bring that together in our relationship.
Now this brings us to the next question, which I love that somebody finally asked. What is your journey with God like? And to me, it's so funny because when I made this post for y'all to submit these questions, somebody had slid in our comments and was like, why aren't y'all posting on Twitter anymore? Don't tell me y'all done repented. Babe, you must not know us. Well, y'all don't know us, but y'all gonna get to know us. My relationship with God, because it's an ongoing journey. I believe in a higher power, believe in the divine. I'm not religious or subscribed to any organized religion, but with me, God is love, and God is the love and creativity that was extended into me. Every living being is source and experiencing itself through each and every individual. When I look at him, I see that divine power in him, and I see that love in him. When I look in the mirror, I see that love in myself. Whenever I engage in the world, especially with other people, I put myself in the shoes of the Most High. How would God see this person? How would God respond to this person? And to me, it's always going to be loving. It's always going to come from a place of love. I believe that Most High planted pieces of itself into all aspects of the universe. That's why we have astrology, the way that planets and the stars align and affects us. That's why we have the elements, working with herbs and, water and the natural elements around us to make things shake. Our body, the way that our body responds to, the energies of the world, whether it's coming from said elements or it's coming from the foods that we eat, whatever, everything is all in alignment and it's all interconnected. Meditation, manifestation, the universal laws. I believe in ancestral veneration. I believe in honoring myself as a divine spirit, because I can keep going. So I'm gonna just let him go.
I feel like no matter what I do, where I go, God is always by my side. No matter what task I have to tackle, God is always there with me. Sometimes I can stray away, sometimes I can turn my back, but at the end of the day, it is always there.
Like, whenever you're ready, son.
Whenever you're ready, I'm always here. I do things like meditation. I pray. I read the Bible. I read a little bit of the Quran. I read a lot of this. Working with the law. I believe in law. I believe in universal laws. My relationship with God is everything that I say. If I say I can do this, then God shows me that I can do this. If I say that I can't do this, then God shows me that I can't do this. So, and it says it in the Bible, as a man thinketh in his heart, so shall he be. I can go out and say I'm a millionaire, but I don't act like a millionaire. Then I don't believe it. So I'm not going to receive that. If you can judge me or not, but you're just judging yourself at the end of the day. As above, so below. As within, so without.
Notice how any time in our lives when shit going down, God don't just swoop in and be like, okay, here you go, I got you. Here's that money you need for the rent. No, you gonna sit your ass down and you gonna go pray, and you gonna do what you gotta do to get yourself in alignment with those blessings that God has waiting on the other side. But it's up to you to go seek the answers, and it's up to you to do the work so that you can get what you need from it.
Okay, how would you describe your journey so far as a couple and entertainers? Life is good. What Glorilla said?
Life's great.
Life's
Pussy's
great.
still good.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting cake. Wishing that a bitch would.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel. Shit, we here. We're in another country. As we kind of talked about throughout the video, there are ups and downs. There are strongholds. There are things that come our way that, especially by being out the country, that are really like hard. But at the end of the day, kind of going back to the last question, we always just lean on God in hard times. So, life is amazing.
Entertaining with that dirt. Keep in mind, we're both going through this journey together, but we have two totally separate experiences. It has taught me to really love and accept the constant spiral that, the Most High, the universe, is going to send us through. I have fallen in love with the death and rebirth cycle. When we started out as a couple, like, mind you, this is my first real relationship. I had like one or two little puppy love, shit that don't really count because we were just little teenagers. But this is my first real relationship. So even starting out, coming from a traumatic space, coming from a dark mental health space, to learning how to be the best version that I can so that I can show up for him. That's an adventure in itself. It took a lot of unlearning, literally a whole death of my former selves, and just shedding a lot of patterns and habits that I grew into, shedding all of that shit and then growing into another version of myself so that I can be who I need to be for him. As content creators, it started off as like a survival thing. Like, I got into dancing in the club and even doing OF as survival. We just needed money, but my intentions changed over time being in this space. I went from, just trying to make a little, make some cash right quick so I can pay the rent, to really indulging in the liberation that I feel from exploring my pleasure and being so confident in being able to liberate other women and other people in their sexuality, and showing people that you absolutely deserve to feel good. Sex or pleasure doesn't have to look like how it's portrayed in mainstream media. It can look as simple and soft and divine as this right here. When I am very involved and romantic in my relationship with him, you know, that's going to play a role in how we produce the content that we make. But ultimately, it reflects how involved and romantic I am with myself.
Yeah, all of that. Death and rebirth has been, I can say that has been a theme when we went to the drum circle, which I will see shortly. That's just a constant cycle of that has been our journey. Like, we had to become so many different people in order for us to be who we are today. We had to go through so many different life-changing experiences in order for us to be able to show up in this space as we are now. And so this journey has been eye-opening to all of the possibilities of, one, the type of person that I could have become, and the type of person that I can grow into, as she said, not just for me, but for her. And for you, for the people who are watching up until this point. You know, this isn't easy. It isn't easy to show up and do the things that we do. It isn't easy to love yourself this much and take care of yourself this much and love your partner this much as well. It's something that we have to do every single day. It's an ongoing journey that I'm truly excited. I'm not even excited to reach the end. I'm just excited to be present. Right. And just keep going forward, because there are so many parts of us that y'all have just yet to discover. There are so many things about us that y'all have yet to see. Majority of people just see us like, yeah, a lot of people just see us naked. A lot of people don't know, like, I'm funny as fuck. I just be keeping it cool. You know what I mean?
Just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy. I mean, she funny as fuck. You be having me in here laughing. I be taking my clothes off as soon as I start laughing. I'm just playing. I think the journey is really important, and us doing this work for each other is really important, and us doing this work to share with you guys is really important. Question number 9 is, what do you hope people can take away from your content? I just hope people can find love in what we do. I hope people can see the love in every moment and everything that we share. If they don't take away anything else, I mean, maybe a good laugh, but, you know, more importantly, like, I hope that you can just feel the love that we give, the love that we give each other, the love that we show each other, the patience that we show each other. I think those are different forms of love, like patience, the time and attention, you know, the intention, like all of those things stem from love. And so I just hope you guys can feel and see the love, and not only feel it, like, take it home with your partner, share it with your partner.
Or if you ain't got no partner of anything, do it with yourself. Do it with yourself. You do not need to be in a relationship to have a takeaway from us. Yeah, we engage with each other, but the relationship that we have with ourselves is most important, and is why we're able to come together and do the things that we do.
And that's all that I really hope that you get from it, is just love. You have relationships, though. You know, you have friends, you have family, you have pets.
Even the stranger that you see down the street.
Even a stranger that you see walking down the street. It could be the person that you hate the most at your job. You know, like anything, just share love, give love, because no matter what, at the end of the day, it's going to come back
1,000 times fold.
1,000 times fold.
I hope that people can see the love and light in us. I plan on being the mirror, you know, holding up this mirror to show you that the love that exists within me is absolutely inside of you, every last one of you. Another takeaway that I would love for our viewers to have is to exercise your free will to seek a life that feels good to you.
Oh my God.
At the harm of none.
Do it.
Do what you gotta do for you.
Do it. Exercising your free will is crazy once you actually see what you can do. And especially when you do it with the power of knowing that God got your back.
Power of love. God. It's all through love. It's all through love. Exercise that free will. You know, a lot of y'all be in our messages, and I'm gonna start answering more messages. I've been answering them. Okay, y'all peep. I've been responding to y'all on IG. So yeah. But a lot of y'all be asking us, like, how do I strengthen my relationship with myself? How do I deepen my confidence? How do I, you know, and the baseline answer to all of that is do what feels right for you. A lot of times we feel stuck and stagnant and, you know, a little insecure because there is some fear in the back of our minds that's prohibiting us from doing the thing that we want to do. And I'm also saying this because it's something that I experience all the time. The biggest thing is doing the things that I want to do that makes me feel good, that's going to put me in alignment with my higher self so that I can just continue on and building the life that I desire. And that's what I would love for each and every one of y'all to take away. I'm not going to teach y'all how to fuck good. I'm not going to teach you how to find a partner and get booed up. I'm going to teach you how to love on yourself and walk in your purpose so that you can have a long-lasting, happy, and healthy life. Now, the next question, and a few of y'all, a good bit of y'all have asked us this across all platforms, is how have you both been feeling mentally? I appreciate y'all giving a fuck about our mental health, because as adult content creators, the shit does get a little draining. As people with an online presence, you know, it has its things, but I appreciate that y'all care enough about us as people to even want to, you know, understand how we are mentally.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of goes into what we were talking about earlier. Before the conversation that we had with Simone today, I had a conversation with Helios, and he had kind of asked the same thing. And we was asking, how am I feeling mentally? And now, after those conversations, my answer is different. So I'm going to give y'all the before. Before those conversations, I was telling him that I was feeling a little lost. Although I'm traveling the world, although I have the best partner that I could ever ask for, although, you know, I'm doing the things that I want to do, I was feeling a little lost because I'm doing the stuff that I want to do, but I had to ask myself, am I really? I want to travel the world, you know, like, and these are big things, but what am I doing while I'm traveling the world? Is a question that I didn't ask myself. And so I was feeling lost because while I'm traveling the world, I'm still not doing other things that I want to do while I'm in these spaces. You know, I want to learn Spanish, but I haven't been taking the classes. You know, I want to become better at like stretching and yoga and X, Y, and Z, but I'm not doing those things. I just kind of been in the house. Although I'm doing like the big things, like I'm doing major things, but it's the minor or the smaller details that need to be filled in that I'm not actively paying attention to. I'll spend a lot of time scrolling, you know, I'll spend a lot of time finding ideas of content that I want to create. And that kind of goes back into like the creation over consumption thing. The reason that I'm creating more than I'm consuming now is because I have been consuming more than I was creating, and consuming more than creating has put me in a hole because I'm finding things that I want to do and I'm like, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that. But that's the only thing I'm doing.
I'm not even executing.
I'm not executing. I'm not actually taking the time, like I said, to do the thing that I really want to do. And so I was just in a little hole, a little funk because I haven't been executing. I'll just say that I haven't been executing on the things that I want to do. You know, I made the first step, but I didn't take the second. You know what I mean? I made the first step. We're on day 84. You know, and that's something to be fucking proud of. And I'm so grateful that I am. But what have I done beyond that? Mentally, that kind of been messing with me a little bit. One of the conversations that we're having, the person was talking about how they left out the country and they don't want us to do the same thing where they left out the country and then execute.
Have something to take away from it.
I'm leaving here with something.
I mean, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I'm from around the way.
I'm leaving here with something that requires me to go deeper into my shadows.
Yeah.
And so we had a conversation the other day about like past relationships, past traumas, because I haven't been as expressive, but I haven't been expressive because I've just been hiding my shadows in the dark. And so there's going to require me to uncover my shadows. All of these things are affecting me mentally. Get out of the funk that I'm in, you know, express myself, love on myself a bunch more, and start living. But after those conversations, I'm excited as fuck. You know, like after those conversations, right, I'm so excited. Like I'm ready to get out there and get active. I'm ready to get out there and talk to as many people as I can. I'm ready to get out there and express myself and just live life the way that I know that I want to. This is it. You know, tomorrow we're going to Curacao, and we made it a point to say when we go out here, we're not going to be minimalistic because we've been minimal. I want to spread myself as wide as I can be.
Gay!
Oh, that sounds kind of crazy. That sounds kind of crazy. But I don't want to I don't want to spread myself thin, but I want to be out there. I want people to remember me. I want to take up space. I don't just want people to remember. I want to remember my experiences. I don't want to keep like having these experiences and then not reminiscing on them, talking about them, sharing them. So this is going to be a big challenge for me to get out there and do my shit, be who I am, not be in my head, not be mentally frustrated. Go out there and be prepared and excited for what's to come, and be open to the experiences that are here. So from here on out, like I'm just excited. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see me on the internet. Y'all gonna see me all over the internet. Like
Claim it.
like this is I'm excited. We not saying excited 10 times again. Liar! I said excited a lot. That's how I'm feeling mentally right now. I'm about to turn up on the nigga.
Let's go.
I'm outside. Out
Let's go.
2025. We at the end of it. I'm excited mentally. I feel like that blockage was lifted today. I feel like I cleared my head today, and I'm ready to pick up the pen and draw on that blank canvas.
Who? Cause same. My mental. I have been feeling lost and stagnant because since being on this trip, I now see with my own eyes the infinite possibilities presented to me. Like he said, it's a blank canvas. I have all the paintbrushes. I have all of the paint, all of the colors that I need. And I could paint anything on this canvas, but I feel lost and stuck because I don't know what I want to paint. I just don't know what to choose. I know that I can do anything, but the challenge for me is just picking up the brush and just putting something on the canvas. I know that I could paint over the canvas as many times as I need to, but it's still just making the first stroke. And a lot of it comes from me not being grounded in a set routine with us being around. Like, our entire lives are changed. I can't just, get up and go to the studio and dance and move my body. For me, movement has been very stabilizing for me. I can't just do that. So now I have to find a new routine of how I can move my body. Even with like friends and having a community back home, like our house was the house. All of our friends, we were always hosting, always having dinners, cooking for our loved ones and just having a good time as a community. And now I have to build a new community because I can call my friends, but it's nothing like having that personal face-to-face interaction. Putting myself out there to get in alignment with people that are, serving this highest good. That's been a challenge for me. Even how I want to show up online. Like I said, I don't have access to a poll the way that I did back home. So even my entire platform has to change. I'm not a niche creator because I'm not a niche person. I'm a very versatile and expansive person. And figuring out how I want to showcase that has been really difficult. So with that conversation, I have a much more clear-headed. I'm very excited. Say a word. I'm very excited and thrilled to just play all of the options in front of me. I'm just going to take whatever one comes to me first. If I want to go to the beach today and talk to 5 strangers, I'm going to go do that. The other day I sat at the beach and I was crocheting and it started raining and I was going to go home because it rained. And I was like, girl, you already by the water. You might as well sit in the water. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to sit here and sit by the beach while it rains. And then I was like, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to go into the water. And I sat in the ocean for a while. It was like almost an hour. I was in the ocean while it was just pouring and raining down on me. And now I know that I love being rained on while I'm in the ocean. And just getting myself in alignment with new people. I was going to do my own hair because, like I said earlier, doing my hair is a very personal and intimate ritual for me. But with this trip, I wanted to maximize my possibilities. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to have somebody else do my hair. And I'm very happy that I did that because I made a very meaningful connection with this person. And I've been so inspired by her that now I look forward to getting my hair done again, just so that I'm still going to foster a connection outside of getting my hair done, but I trust her to lay her hands in my head, and I look forward to really growing in that relationship, even if it's only while we're in Costa Rica. That's fine. Yeah, I went from feeling lost to reframing my thinking and being thrilled to finding myself and doing all of the crazy little things that I can to find myself. Because it is it is overwhelming, because as someone who never had this much freedom, all of this freedom in my lap, and I really don't know what to do with it. I don't have guidance, I don't have elders in my life, well, besides our friends. I don't have a whole bunch of elders in my life helping me steer the wheel and helping me navigate so I can shift directions and get to where I really want to be. I don't even know where I really, really want to be. I just know what is right now and how I feel right now and how I want to feel. Yeah, I want to feel good, and I want to be happy and continue to be free-spirited and carefree, and I'm going to do exactly that. I have been feeling a little standoffish online, especially on Twitter. I know almost all of y'all know us from Twitter, and y'all been asking for more content, and I'm just not in the mental headspace to be on Twitter. That don't mean that the content not being filmed and dropped on the web. I just don't want to be on Twitter. It's no longer aligning with me, how I feel mentally and spiritually. I enjoy being on the safer work platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, because I feel like the conversations are more meaningful, and the people who connect with us there are a lot more intentional with how they approach us, and you all see us as the people that we are and not as bodies on the internet. And while no, this doesn't mean that we're going to stop making porn. It's just that I want to stay in the spaces where I can show up 1000% as myself, and it being consumed the way that I intend for it to be, it being palatable. Our adult film is very palatable because it's 100% authentic, but I don't want to just be porn creators, because I'm more than that. Lately, I've been pulling myself out of this mental rut of being hesitant to speak online, because I'm learning to walk in the power of my own voice and being able to tell my truth and my experiences and just share that with the world. It's coming. It is here, actually. And just, expanding on that.
The next one is, what is your favorite creative activity? Crocheting is hers.
And pole dancing.
My favorite creative activity, I think it's just working on myself. I feel like that's really creative. I can shape my body in any way I want to. I can shape my mind in any way I want to. So working on myself, self-mastery, the best thing that I can think of right now, because I haven't found anything that I wanted to do. But I tried silks, and that shit's actually kind of fire.
Yeah, so you're good at that.
Yeah, so that might be my new hobby. I don't know yet. It might be my new hobby, but I you know what? I'll throw silks in there too, just because I really enjoyed it. Oh, and flexibility. I did a split. Nigga, I did a split.
His hips open.
My hips open. I ain't do it all the way, like my shit ain't touch the ground, but we getting there.
Low enough.
We got low enough. The next one, number 12, is, how do y'all handle disagreements? This just kind of go back to the other question. We just talk. We don't yell at each other. We kind of come to each other. We tell each other what we don't like. For example, one of the things that we had a disagreement on recently was the way that I was responding to her. What we did was, she told me once, hey, I don't like the way you're responding to me. She told me again. And then she told me again. So what I say that to say that it's not just a one conversation thing. And as she's telling me, I got better and better and better. My responses have gotten better. And a lot of times now I don't respond. Sometimes I'll think before I respond, and then I'll tell her the response that was about to jump out my body. Not so I can get my shit off, but just to let her know, like, hey, I'm trying.
Like, here's my progress.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know, like, and I don't need praise for it and nothing like that. I just need to let you know that I'm trying.
I'm still praise you though, because
Yeah.
you're doing amazing.
So yeah, that's how we handle disagreements. We just talk. It's something that we both have to actively work on together. Like, she has to be more vocal about, hey, I don't like this.
Hesitating because I fear how the other person may respond.
And it's up to me to say, okay. It's up to me to decide if I want to change it or not, because we have the ability to neglect or accept the thing. And it's just a choice. And that's where sacrifice comes in. And like, that's a whole nother topic, right? But we just talk. We communicate a lot.
And for me, it's making sure that I don't go too long without addressing how I feel, because I'm working through vulnerability and being more expressive with my emotions without making sure that in that moment, like as soon as I catch the feeling that I'm feeling, I can just address it. You know, we might not have a solution right away, but at least I can tell you, hey, I don't really appreciate how you're talking to me right now. And then over time, the more we talk about it, now I can present a solution and how I would rather you respond this way. Yeah, because he does not allow me to walk around and not say how I feel,
Yeah,
especially when he know that something's off.
Yeah, we're not going nowhere. We're not leaving nowhere. We're talking about it right now.
We are not going to bed angry. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Which I'm really grateful for, because I can always wake up feeling refreshed.
Question number 13 is advice for those wanting to do sex work but feel ashamed. Don't do it.
Don't.
If you feel ashamed, you probably shouldn't do it. If you feel judged, well, not even if you feel judged, because you're going to receive judgment with everything. But if you feel ashamed, then you probably shouldn't do it.
How you going to sell me something that you ashamed of? How you ashamed of the product you selling?
Right.
Because that's what sex work is. You are selling this idea or this fantasy. If you're ashamed of it, how are you going to present it in a way where I'm willing to give you money for it, you know? Yeah, this line of work opens you up to more judgment and more shame. People are going to try to shame you for something that you are not ashamed of. I'm not ashamed to be a sex worker because I'm very secure and confident in my sexuality and in my body. There's people every day that's gonna say, "Oh, you need to connect to Jesus and repent. You're going to hell. You're a harlot." But like, that never affects me because I'm not ashamed of what I'm doing. Most people get into it out of survival. They don't have room to be ashamed when your life is on the line. You know, your day-to-day life depends on how you're gonna get this money right now. I don't have time to be ashamed when rent's past due and I need to make a quick buck or I'm going to be homeless. I don't have time to be shy or ashamed. I got to do what I got to do so that I could get by. When you do enter this space with that lack of security in yourself, you will get lost and you will get consumed. This shit will eat you the fuck up.
Yeah, and you, more than likely, you'll probably start doing stuff that you don't want to do.
Right, and that's what I mean by like it will consume you. Like, even from a club standpoint, I've seen a lot of girls that come into the club, you know, just trying to make some money because they in school or whatever, but they're not secure within themselves, and now they're getting pulled into that lifestyle. They're drinking themselves under the table. They're not as bright and full of life as they were when they walked into the club, because one, they missed the plot, but two, they weren't strong and secure within themselves. They lost sense of their own boundaries and their, you know, own morale for $1. Because in the club space, people gonna try to sway you all the time. Them dudes, they gonna try to get whatever they can, and they're gonna wave $1 in your face. And if you're not secure within yourself, you're gonna fall for it. In the content space, I see it too. You know, people coming in here, a lot of the shock content that, you know, may not align with how you like to engage in real life. That's why we don't post every day, and y'all don't get new, you know, adult films all the time, because we're only going based on what's authentic and genuine to us in the moment. And I'm not a hypersexual person, so I'm not going to do something that I don't already do just to make money. That's going to be so draining.
Well said. Question number 14 is, how did we get into content creation?
Which leads me to the next question.
I mean, for a long time, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. Never thought I'd be a porn star, but I always knew that I was gonna be in some sort of like big position on the internet. And I thought, and I thought that that was going to be YouTube, but I'm not saying that it's not, because I mean we just getting started over here, right?
Shit, we're on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I mean this right here is going to YouTube. We kind of started out of curiosity and survival. I would say curiosity first because we were having a lot of sex. She already had an OnlyFans, and
Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all that story in a minute.
I mean we kind of started because we needed money. And we wasn't ashamed of our bodies, and we was fucking. So you want to fuck on the internet,
right? We can monetize
We
this.
can monetize this. And so we bought a tripod, and the video starting to pop up in my head. They were good. The quality though, it just wasn't the best.
Y'all probably seen them before. It's
probably still floating around. Y'all probably didn't even, because we try to hide our face in the videos at first too. Yeah, it's crazy, but we pretty much started for $1. And we wasn't ashamed or anything like that.
This is vibing out here.
Yeah, it was just vibing. We had Pornhub. Pornhub was kind of jumping, and then we started doing OnlyFans, and then we started seeing like inspiration from other couples, and then we started meeting. We wasn't like interacting, but we started like meeting different people online.
Creators and stuff.
Yeah, and then
chats,
yeah,
spaces.
Chats,
Those were spaces
yeah.
was jumping.
yeah. We was finding a way. And we was in like Telegram groups. We was in a few retweet groups, but
yeah, we didn't make it.
That wasn't for us.
Spaces was where it was at. Man.
Once we joined Spaces, like everybody, that's how we really started to get like a lot of attention. And we posted one picture. We posted a picture of me in the window, and that motherfucker had got like 10,000 likes overnight.
This dick on Simi.
Yeah, and I was looking out the window in Houston. And that shit had blew up
overnight.
And then we just started going deeper and deeper from there.
Yeah.
She's going to tell the story. She's also a better storyteller than I am.
It started with me for the most part because before we met, I was already in the sex work space. I was broke as fuck in college. Okay, niggas needed money. I need money for these courses and these books and these access codes and rent. So that's when I started finding out about Findom. So I started off in the BDSM space, and Findom was cool. I made my OF so that I could use that as a platform to gather everybody in, and it paid, but it didn't really sit right with my spirit because I'm not a mean person. And no matter how consensual these interactions were, I just couldn't bring myself to, humiliate and, just degrade another human being, especially when I literally see the love and light in everybody. I couldn't do it. I stopped doing Findom, and then I learned about selling unmentionables. So I was getting into like selling panties and underwear and stuff, and then I was like, okay, that's cool, but like it means I have to go out, buy them, wear them, and you need to have money to spend money, and I don't have money to just keep buying all this underwear to sell to people. So I got out of that, and then we met, and we were having sex all the time, and he saw my account, my sex work account, and at first I was like, oh shit, like he probably gonna think I'm the worst bitch in the world. And he was like, oh, you were like, nah, I got a video on Pornhub circulating and it got 100,000 views and you was like running game on how we can monetize on Pornhub. And I was like, okay, well, we have a lot of sex anyway, so like try to do that. And that's where we went and got the tripod and stuff. We made our first videos. There
is one video that we made in the beginning with the purple light that still go crazy to this day. I don't know why I just thought about that. There's one video with the sun lamp that we had, And the shadow is in the back.
Yeah.
That video still goes crazy to this day.
Oh
bad.
my
Hey,
God. Yeah. Okay, so we got into that. We had a separate Twitter accounts and we were just posting here and there. I got into doing solo content and content with him. And it was cool, but like still, like it was just not aligning. The content was selling, we were making the money, we got ourselves closer to financial freedom. And then I remember like our friends kept telling us like, y'all need a couples page, like y'all need to market yourselves together as a couple, because right now y'all just look like content partners. So that's when we made this page, which was last summer. And
after 3 years in the game,
maybe I think it was 3 that we've been doing. Oh no, it was like 4.
Yeah, no, this is 4 years since we've been doing it. Because we started doing this after year 1 of us being together.
Yeah.
So this 4 years because we've been together for 5.
Yeah.
So this is year 4. Last year was year 3 when we made the couples page.
Yeah. And we have finally did it, and we even reframed how we wanted to present our content. Because no matter what, like we always wanted our content to be really like authentic. But it was times when we was just trying to like make content, like film content, just to have something to post on OF, and then it just wasn't. You feel me? We made the joint page. We got more intentional with how we wanted to like present ourselves online, and that's when even our goals with this shit like changed. It went from doing it out of survival to wanting to showcase like raw Black erotic film and make it more palatable and relatable to people, especially because like a lot of people learn how to have sex from porn, and what mainstream porn be showing us is not really authentic. It's lacking a lot, and it's lacking a lot of intimacy. So we pride ourselves on being intimate and being raw and authentic with each other and authentic with the camera. Yeah, started off because we was broke, and now it's because we want to reframe the narrative of porn and just pleasure in all aspects.
Yeah, like I said, she's better at storytelling than I am.
Y'all love to talk.
She do. She's a yapper. She's a real yapper.
Real yapper, not a fake one.
Yeah, and then the last question that we're going to answer is number 15. It says, favorite part of this year besides the anniversary trip? I personally think for me it was skydiving. Yeah, jumping out the plane, skydiving was my absolute favorite part of the year. I think I would do it again and again and again and again. And then also to add to skydiving, I think actually intentionally trying to build community, building a YouTube channel. I think we just finished building a Discord, but the Discord right now is only going to be for our personal paid subscribers to our platforms first before we make it a public thing, because I want it to be intimate. I want it to be intentional. Because we're going to be on there actively. Like you'll be able to talk to us damn near as much as you want. But I want that to be really, really intentional. So skydiving and community building has been the most important things for me this year.
For me, it was definitely skydiving because that was my 25th birthday. Mm-hmm. And it was the best death and rebirth experience that I've had thus far, especially by the timing being so immediate. And if y'all haven't seen that video, go watch the first Costa Rica vlog because we definitely shared our thoughts after we touched the ground.
Mm-hmm. If you're still here, I just want to say thank you because we've been yapping for about an hour and 45 minutes.
I also want to add, my other favorite experience was our first time doing MDMA. And that could be another video. Yeah, like, if y'all want it, let us know in the comments if y'all want that story time.
Yeah, that was that. Oh, yeah. God. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, like I was saying, if you made it this far, I absolutely appreciate you for sticking around, hearing about us. If you have any more questions, let us know down below in the comments. Also, feel free to reach out to us via DM on Instagram, Twitter. I mean, if you subscribe to OF, you always got access to us there. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Oh, we was also supposed to do this one thing. So if you made it this far, I think you deserve a free video.
Yeah, you do.
If you're subscribed to the OnlyFans, DM us Q&A. Maybe it's the Q ampersand. Ampersand.
Q&A.
Q&A. However you do it, DM us Q&A and we'll send you a free video.
You have to DM us on OF though.
You have to DM us on OF though. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time.
Peace. Tomorrow is Curacao.
Tomorrow is Curacao. Is Curacao or Curacao?
I don't know.
Let us know.
The U.S. education.
Yeah.